friends, it's Lisa back with a new process video. Today I am sharing this layout I did for Paige's cut files. She had this bundle of cut files, of 20 summer cut files that she came out with a month ago, and we all collaborated and used her cut files to show people how you could use them. So I am using the ice cream cut file from this bundle, and if you can still purchase the bundle, I will try and leave the link down below. Yeah, so to start, I put gesso on my paper and I use this silicone brush, but I really have to tell you, I prefer my old credit card to spread the gesso on my page. Then I let it dry a little bit, and I was inspired by one of Vicky Bouton's papers from her watercolor paper pad and or mixed media paper pad. I don't remember exactly the name, but there is the first page of the paper pad with a lot of those circles and then gold stars, and I was so like into that paper and I wanted to recreate it a little bit. So I'm using this little jar or little, I don't know what it is, made out of glass, and I'm using it to make these perfect circles. Then I paint them inside and I am making a lot of splatters around, and I use some blue, some pink from my metallic watercolor set, and then I also used some, I think this is Gold Tidy Shine, I think it is, yeah. So, and yeah, I let the paint drip a little bit like it is on the sheet from Vicky Bouton. And then when everything is dry, I will add the gold stars with a stencil. And to use a stencil with this liquidy color is not the best idea, because the stars will never be really crisp. The color will go under the stencil and then create this little uncrisp pool around your shape. And so I used a gold pen and I traced around the stars just to make them more visible and more crisp and more that they stand out more. Then I'm starting with the cut files. I use the cut files and I'm backing them in a very traditional way. I am tracing the shapes, cutting them out, leaving a small border to attach to the white lines, and then I adhere them. So I wanted to use these pastel pink and blue colors, and yeah, I'm going through the Bloom Street paper pad from Paige Evans, but there wasn't really a paper that was really fitting for it. It wasn't really good for the waffle, or what you call that, the waffle where you put the ice cream in. And so I just used some brownish cardstock that I had, and I wanted to this ice cream to have a little bit more dimension, a little bit more interest, not to be as flat. So I used my super cool watercolors, metallic watercolors, and I just painted some shadows and some yeah, I put some paint on there. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired. Put some paint on there to make it more interesting, to have it have more dimension. yeah, so, and then the other ice cream I did exactly the same way. And I also painted on the white lines from the cut file. And as I was trying out how I wanted to place my ice creams in my picture, I thought that the ice creams didn't really stand out a lot from the mixed media background. So I put them on white cardstock again, and I cut them out, leaving a white border, so that the white border would really be visible and thick. And yeah, and as my photo, I used a photo from 5 years ago when I had my 30th birthday, and the theme of the birthday was carnival, freak show. So we dressed up like in a carnival or circus, and yeah, it was really fun, and I have a lot of cool pictures from that day. So I thought, with the ice creams and the background full of stars and all, I thought that the picture would match really good. I don't know why I turned the paper and why I didn't keep it the way that I had it when I made the background, but I don't really know now if it was voluntarily or if I just didn't see what I was doing. But yeah, it must have been voluntarily. I hope so. But yeah, so I turned the paper 90 degrees, and so it was not like this vertical line anymore, but horizontal. And I think like that I really covered a lot of the background. But I will add to the background, but I don't know why I didn't leave it vertical. But well, it turned out cool, so it doesn't matter right now. I adhered my ice creams. The first one I put flat on the paper, and the other one I used some foam squares and rectangles, and I added those wonderful and beautiful butterflies from the Paige Evans Bloom Street collection. And then I'm using this little scalloped strip that I thought would match the circus theme really good. I don't have all of these colors in my layout, but I really thought that it wouldn't matter, and it looked cool. So then I think now I will add a little bit to the background, because I thought that, oh, here's Caddy showing up, getting some cuddles. Yeah, I took a break to cuddle a little bit with my cat. And then I thought that I would create this very cool, whimsical title, and I wanted to write Circus Fun. So I placed the pink sheet underneath the photo and the ice cream so that I could trace exactly around the shapes and to have it match exactly above the ice cream and the picture. I didn't want the title to be straight. I wanted it to fit in the shapes of what I had already. Then I cut out my title. So when I'm doing titles like these, I trace with a pencil, and then I cut around, like leaving maybe 2 millimeters around the pencil lines, and then you have this this cool and thick word. It looks like a cut file, but it's handmade. I could have done a really cool title using a cut file, or making a cut file myself, but to have it fit exactly into that form that I had, I didn't really want to do that. So yeah, here I'm adding to the background. I didn't want to use the little jar anymore, so I just traced some circles, and I also traced some smaller circles to have this, to have it be more, I don't know, more whimsical and yeah, to have a few different sizes of circles. I use some pink and blue again, and I think I will also use some gold to make this whole thing fuller and to also have the shapes above the pictures, excuse me, above and underneath the picture. Some splatters. And I think the background looks very, very cool. I think I will need to do that again. Inspired by this super cool sheet from the Wikibun paper pad. I thought that the C was too high. It was really going off of the whole design. And so I cut it up, and I cut it in 2 pieces, and then I cut off a piece and adhered it back together, so I have a smaller C. It's a little bit crooked, but it's better. The size is better like that. Okay, so now to the second part of the title. Like I said, circus fun was the idea, and then for fun I cut some letters in a different font. I like using different fonts, and since circus was in cursive, I wanted to have fun in, I don't even know the name, like just letters not being tied to each other. I don't even know how to explain that. Like just, yeah, big letters. Excuse me for that very bad explanation. Yeah, so then I used some little foam squares to adhere this, and yeah, then I wanted to use this blue paper on top of the layout too, because I didn't really have that color elsewhere, and I wanted to use it a little bit on the layout, not only to have it in the word fun. And I tried this star or sunburst design, but it really wasn't making me happy. It really wasn't. Now when I look at it, I think it's cool, but yeah, I don't know if it would have really brought something to the whole thing. I don't know. Well, I decided not to use it, so either way, it's not on the page. I used some gold sticky paper to create my sprinkles, because the ice cream had a lot of sprinkles on it, and I wanted to highlight them. At first I wanted to use different colors, but then I thought that gold would be like the perfect accent for the sprinkles, and I think it really is very beautiful like that. It sparkles, and the gold with all of the colors in the background and stuff, and also with the circus theme, is just perfect. Then I used some of Paige's enamel dots from the Bloom Street collection. They are white with glitter, and I love them, and I used them on the other ice cream to give that ice cream also some interest and some sparkle. And then I used the Bloom Street puffy word stickers and added these leaves, and I really think that it added a lot to this layout. I don't really think that it would match the whole circus theme, but I still think that it matches. I don't know how to explain, but it still matches. I don't know. Oh, we're almost at the end. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you very, very, very soon. Have a nice day. Bye.